My eyes have changed. No more darkness. See,
I have an optician appointment. So I got these 6 months ago, and they said I should come in for a checkup after 6 months, and obviously it's been 6 months, so just having my eyes tested again, I guess. So yeah, we're on the way to the optician's now. You know, you're not. I can lift this finger up without moving this.
Go on then.
That's so good. Hi. F-R-H-O-Z.
happy where I am now, so happy where I am now. Didn't think I make 12 rounds, but I win with a knockout. Happy where I am now, so happy where I am now. Didn't think I make 12 rounds, but I win with a knockout.
Never eat this white stuff. It's bitter and it's disgusting, and I don't think you're supposed to eat it anyways. So yeah, always cut that off. And it's much easier to cut it this way instead of cutting the skin, because the skin's a lot rougher. So that's why when I'm cutting it, I have to press down on the skin, because like we don't have chef's knives, and I mean I don't think most people do. So that's quite that makes it a lot easier. So just a rough chop, then into pan. So that cooks. I'm going to put a lid on it because it steams. I've been home educated since the end of year 1, so going into year 2 and year 7 now. So like 6 years almost.
Okay. So that you basically spent most of your school years in home education than you have at school.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you think the benefits are of being home educated?
You get to do a bit more of a passion, I guess. So I like to cook, I like to do photography, and I guess when you're at home, like, you work towards yourself, like your aim is. When you're at school, it's a group of 30, 31 children, maybe sometimes you have less, but it's a group of so many children that it would be so hard for teachers to get to you individually. And I think some kids are actually feeling it. Like, although school's alright, but homeschooling or home education makes it a lot easier to work to what you need for your future, I guess.
Like what you want to do, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think are the negatives of home education then? Is there any negatives you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, everything has a negative. So I would say that in school, since there's so many children in school, it's a lot easier to socialise because you're being thrown into the deep end when it comes to socialising. But in home education, you need to work for your socialisation. But like, as I made my other point, when you find what you like to do, you go clubs for that because it doesn't come straight at you. Like, if you want to draw, maybe you go to an art class, maybe you teach yourself. But like, let's say you go to an art class, there would probably be more children there. So I guess one of the cons would be that socialising. I guess laziness would be one.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us about your laziness. How lazy are you?
Like, at school, like in school, there's so much more things you need to do. Like, you have to set your alarm to like 6:30. I could never wake up at 6:30. And I mean, there's no reason for me to, because
What's the problem?
I don't want to.
The whole world can see you.
Oh no.
And I'm not editing this.
Anyway.
Yeah, they are.
Oh well.
And they're going to see you having a I don't know what you call it, a preteen tantrum.
It's not a tantrum.
What is
it's
it?
It's a protest.
A protest.
I either just work from my desk or work in the classroom. So yeah, of course, we need to shower, brush your teeth and stuff. There's no like time restriction. I mean, my mum would yell at me if I go like past 11 o'clock because that's not good. But I'm watching it. But I guess laziness is one because there isn't a time frame specifically.
Okay, cool. So what's happening now?
It's just brown, but since I didn't break it up yet, the middle isn't. So it's not cooked.
Okay, so you just mentioned you have a classroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you do most of your work?
In my room.
In your room, okay. And where in your room?
On my desk. So I've got a loft bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And what subjects are you doing at the moment?
Doing the Accelerated Christian Education curriculum. You have like a set of books. We did 5 this year, but there is, the ones I've done are social studies, science, English, literature and creative writing and maths. I hate maths. I'm sure most people do.
Alright, so let's go through some of the subjects that you would be doing at school maybe if you were in year 7. Let's see how you say you'd fit them into your home education, because obviously, can you explain a little bit about how our timetable works? Does it work the same way as a school? Do you feel like your life is based on subjects, or do you feel as though it's more like a life school, or what do you think?
Sometimes I like to think of homeschooling or home education like an apprenticeship. That's what you call it, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like on-the-job training.
Ah.
So you don't. I'm trying to think of a subject that year 7 would be doing that I don't do. Art, I guess. I don't do art specifically, but I could. It just.
So in the art sense then, how are you arty? How do you get to show your creativity through the arts?
There's of course many different types of art. I do photography, I love photography. Drawing is okay, but I'm not that good at drawing. So that's just a little hobby I do. I've got Create This Book by Malaya-Skye that I'm working through. I got that for Christmas. I've done Stitch Club. It's like sewing.
Okay, cool.
What else? So I was learning the guitar for a little while. I didn't get that far, but it's fine. But now I'm doing the keyboard. So I'm working through like grade 1 stuff. So I'm learning chords. I'm doing music. I've been doing athletics for a little while. Languages, I'm learning Spanish for a bit of fun. So I'm learning Spanish online. Like, I don't need that much because it's just a bit of fun, I guess.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, Spanish, is that the only one that you're learning?
My fingers, I'm going to chop them off.
No, you've been doing this from like the age of 6 or something.
I've been trying a little bit of German, Dutch, Mandarin. Those are all a bit of fun.
What's your native language? What's your cultural language?
Well, I guess there isn't a language for Jamaica. So, Tagalog, the Filipino language.
Okay. Do you know Patois is a language?
Is it?
Yeah, it's a real language. Go on then, break it up a little bit. Good, so can you tell us some work, can you say something to us in Spanish?
I know how to say hello everyone. Hola a todos. A woman, mujer. Man, hombre. Girl, Nino. No, that's wrong. Boy is Nino. Girl is Nina. My last name is the feminine word good, buena. So I guess I was trying to figure out why you would have a feminine and masculine version of the word good. But I guess a lady would say bueno and a man would say bueno.
Yeah. Okay, so at school they do history. What would you say? What are you doing for history?
History is my own bit of fun. I love World War II. The Holocaust. I like learning about concentration camps. I can't open this jar. Don't watch me struggle. Yeah, I know a trick.
What is it? What do you need?
A cloth, please. This should work, hopefully.
So what's this trick then?
Fold this in half.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not going to work, is it? It's too flimsy. Nope.
Oh, you did it.
Yes, I did. I like learning about our country, England, what it did for that. I liked war. I like Jacqueline Wilson Wave Me Goodbye. That was one of the books that got me interested in it. I got it for something.
Alright, so what about Black history?
So we've been learning about the Windrush and a bit about inventors. So a bit of everything about Black history.
What about biblical history?
Biblical history. I mean, I read my Bible, and it's like the curriculum I do is a curriculum. Not a curriculum. It's a Christian curriculum. So I guess it's like kind of embedded into into everything I'm doing every day.
Okay, and maths? What are you learning about in maths?
Maths is I'm learning about fractions and percentages and negative numbers and decimals and
So we take it you don't like maths?
yeah, that's disgusting. Why? I think no one should ever have to do maths. It could be irrelevant, and we could all just look at things instead.
But you're doing maths now, right now. This is maths because you're having to measure things out. There's a lot of measurements involved in your cooking. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When you cut your pepper, that's part of measurement. You're measuring how much pepper you need to feed the family.
We even had pasta. We didn't even look at that.
In this cupboard, in the cupboard over there. In this cupboard.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yay. All right. So maths. What about English? What are you learning about English?
I'm learning about different verb tenses.
Yeah. Such as.
Such as past, perfect. No, not past perfect, present perfect, future perfect, past, present, and future.
Okay. Is that all?
I'm learning a bit more, but it's mainly those.
Okay. What do you have to do?
So they give sentences, and I'm making a bit of a mess.
Yes, we've noticed.
So they give you sentences, and you need to underline the verbs and figure out if they are past, present, future, past perfect, present perfect, future perfect.
Okay. What other subjects are there? And social studies?
Social studies. I quite liked my social studies papers. It's about finding. They were talking about finding careers that you would like to do.
Okay.
I already know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a lawyer.
And can you be a lawyer as a home educated student? People will ask this because you're not taking GCSEs. So then how are you going to do it? How would you do it?
It's like saying, can you be a home educator if you went to school? So we do the ICCE.
What is ICCE?
International Certificate of Christian Education.
Is it like a GCSE?
Rico, I know it and you don't.
And what is it? What is it? Is it like a GCSE?
Yes, kind of. I think so.
find out more, talk more about that.
Yeah.
Excellent. What other subjects did I miss out? Was there any more?
Science.
Science, yes. What are you doing in science?
I actually really like my science phases. That is my favourite subject that I'm doing now. You I'm learning about different types of mammals, like sea lions, like mammals. I'm learning about horses, like all different kinds of animals. And animals are one of my favourite things. I found this out yesterday. An orca or a killer whale, they're dolphins, not actually whales. I thought they were whales, but I guess not.
Okay, good. And what about IXL?
Oh, IXL is this website, I guess you would call it, that has different subjects. So I've been using it for my maths, a bit of my social studies, but the other ones are like social studies and science are recaps. Maths is just a bit of help.
Okay, excellent. Let's see how this is going. It's looking good. Smells nice.
Should.
What are you doing now?
Everything I make smells nice.
Lots of mess though.
Yes. Well, it's part of being 11 and cooking. But we can fix it.
So what's next on the agenda for your food?
Mushrooms. Well, secret mushrooms.
Did you put them in after?
Yeah.
Why'd you put them in after?
Because they go mushy.
Oh, good. Right, is there anything else you'd like to add to your video?
Encourage your children to cook.
Why?
I don't know, it's a life skill, I guess, and you don't want them going to university and eating noodles all day. I guess that's kind of a stereotype.
And how long have you been cooking for?
I've been cooking with the help of my mum since I was like 6, and then when I was, I don't know, 9 or 10, started cooking alone a bit, and now I just cook. So how 6 years then, I guess.
And what's your favourite dish?
I like to make shepherd's pie.
Okay. And what about baking?
I like to bake as well, but I don't follow a recipe. I like to experiment. So I once made apple and cinnamon cookies, which were actually quite nice. I didn't use any dairy in them. So, yeah.
Okay. And a question for me, would you like to go to school? Would you like to go back to school? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, sometimes I've thought about it, but I don't. When I look at some kids that go to school, I don't think the focus is on school. So if I were to go to school, it would be to see how they learn. But most year 7s, or like kids in general, they don't seem too focused, and I feel like that atmosphere would make me unfocused. So not really, no, I wouldn't want to.
Okay, so what route do you want to take? Do you want to go to A-levels? Do you want to be homeschooled through A-levels? What do you want to do?
I would like to go to a sixth one to do my A-levels.
Excellent.
I'd like to go to university as well.
Okay, excellent. And what's happening on Sunday?
Oh, I'm getting baptised.
Can you tell us about that? What does it mean to be baptised?
It's like baptism is a what do you call it? It's like it's proclaiming that you've given your life to Christ, I guess.
Yeah. And it's something that you've chosen, or did your mum force you? That's a question I get asked a lot.
I decided to.
Yeah, excellent. Well done. Okay.
Yeah, if you have any questions about our channel, put it in the description box or in the community area. Yeah, we'll look at those. Bye!
What'd you say?
The book can't know that there's mushrooms in here.
Is anything else going in there?